Well, I sort of had the same question. It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
I don't know, Nick. My family's in tatters. I've been dropped into this place where everything's trying to kill me. You tell me.
Well, I'd expect you to feel lost, scared, and mad as hell. I sure did. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but of course when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. Folks were still losing sleep over the... Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn...
Broken mask?
Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. A man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
Was it hard, settling in?
Well, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs... Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the synth, but it was Nick the detective. It was about then that things finally started... It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you. That's a long story.
This better be an emergency.
Oh, I'm getting worried about Paul. Nobody's seen him in days.
Need new clothes? Should stop by Fallon's basement.
You
Open
haven't
during
found
the
out
day.
anything about Paul yet, have you?
Have you asked Cook about it?
Well, that's the thing. Henry's missing too. Which is what makes me really worried about Paul.
I already told you. I have no idea where he is.
I'm just asking everyone, okay? I'm worried about him is all.
You hear about that settlement? Covenant? Nice. Real clean.
Got a minute? Drinks on me.
I've always got a minute for a free drink.
Well, pull up a chair then.
Uh-huh.
You gonna sit down? Kinda awkward looking up at you like this.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm not actually looking for a date, sister. Sorry to disappoint. I'm in town looking for Henry Cook. Do you know where I might find him?
Sorry. I barely know the guy.
Okay. I'm just asking everybody around town.
Hi.
Move on, pal.
Oh, wow. You're tall.
No loitering.
Yeah? No loitering.
If you're thinking safety, a long-range
Sure.
everything...
Hey.
Something for you?
Hey, Arturo.
If you're looking to keep your load light, we could...
I'll take a look. Sure.
Don't forget to stock...
I'm telling you, it ain't just a story. University Point? That settlement on the coast? wiped out by synths.
What's with you vault dwellers in those jumpsuits, huh?
Who needs a haircut?
No, Swan.
Everyone needs a haircut. Step up. Come on.
Anything you can't haul my way.
I'm ready to move in, ma'am.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X6. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
So long as he doesn't start eyeing me up for reclamation, it would probably be good to have another gun on our side.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, ma'am.
Heading to Libertalia. Dodging gunfire. Something out there. Guess I should stop putting out that detection.
Thought I heard something move. There's someone else here.
Playing hide and seek?
Shit! Lost him.
Hold up a moment, ma'am. There's something important I need to tell you.
What is it?
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Good. I'd like to avoid it.
Precisely. Shouldn't have to...
Well, he might not be alone up there. Violence might be. That's all, ma'am.
Yes.
You not here to talk?
Figured it might be pretty.
Die. Kill these sons of bitches! Good B592.
Nice work. This is X688. Ready to relay with your claim set. You'll regret this.
Excuse me. I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult.
Right? I don't care about who's to blame. I just wanted to stop a killer.
Yes, of course. It does matter, though. If everyone sees the Institute as a villain, if we can put the lie to such assumptions. But enough about that. The task is done. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. While you were away, I had... You'll find all the... Go and have a look.
Your quarters are just inside, man. When you're finished here, ma'am, Father wants to see you.
I know that suit. You're one of those people who lives underground.
Hello, Mother. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I try and talk it out, see if things can be resolved peacefully.
An admirable goal. And yet we find ourselves in a situation where something more significant. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing. They no doubt mean to free these synths. In their delusion that synths are...
Sure.
You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided...
Railroad? Never heard of them.
Oh, come now. Let's not play games. I know full well they were instrumental in your reaching the Institute. Don't worry. I don't hold it against you. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad...
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon. Before... We also don't want the Brotherhood...
Hey,
You'll have a contact.
Hey, Rook. The name's Drummer Boy. It's my envious job to keep track of all the dead drops. I don't suppose...
Alright. Now be careful with that gun. Real careful.
that can be...
Yeah, right. We'll be seeing each other.
The boy's been working on it.
I just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story goes. Sounds crazy.
Yeah, man, I'm probably. The man looks like... Whoa!
That sounds crazy.
That's not a denial. Deacon has proof you used. You must feel justifiably proud of what your Minutemen have achieved and eventually the Minutemen will devise their own plan to deal with the Institute. But I doubt your soldiers will place any priority on rescuing the synth. I'm counting on you being as passionate about freeing synths as we are. Please.
Sure. You think the Minutemen won't help the synths?
The Minutemen are a reflection of the character has been proven to be rotten. The synths are tangible receptacles of their hatred of the Institute. Order them to help, and they'd mutiny.
I'll stick with my people in the...
Of course I'm disappointed. But hopefully in time you'll come around. The fate...
Tinker Tom's been looking for you.
Desdemona.
Please, work with us instead of the Minutemen. The lives of many synths are at stake.
I'll work...
You have no idea how relieved... What I'm about to tell you. There's a man, or woman, we're not sure.
Right.
Dozens of synths so you need to infiltrate...
I can't see...
Patriot said.
Sure.
Tom's devised... We can plant a coded message on an... Just see Tom.
Why would you want that synth?
Calculating stable.
Hey there.
Looks like Liberty Prime's coming along. Can't wait to see him smash.
Attention. This is a notice to all personnel. Please think of your brothers and sisters.
I have something
down
urgent to
below.
report, Elder. The Institute is attempting to recover escaped synths at Bunker Hill.
How did you obtain this information? Our reconnaissance hasn't reported anything of the sort.
I thought I was your Institute reconnaissance.
You're the only one that's been able to breach the Institute. But you're hardly the only source for information.
Sure.
We've been running round-the-clock Vertibird patrols, and we even have squads on the ground trying to pick up anything we can. Not to mention all the scribes we have monitoring radio traffic and trying to crack their RF encryption. I assure you, we have reconnaissance well in hand.
I have it on good authority. You'll just have to trust me.
Protecting your source, is it? Very well. Since you've given me no reason to doubt you in the past, your word will suffice. Your report provides us with a golden opportunity to state our intentions to the Institute. I'm placing you in command of this mission. Exterminate the synths at Bunker Hill, and whomever the Institute sends to retrieve them. I'll instruct Kells to assign you the appropriate backup. Dismissed, soldier.
Not much of a sight yourself.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
Bunker Hill. What it lacks in personality, it makes up for in greed. Somebody went to a lot of effort to keep folks out of here.
I've been waiting for you.
So, what's our situation?
I assume you... Our targets are inside. The situation appears... We move in.
Hey.
Negative. Here are the recall code. SRB intelligence reports indicate the mission's parameters has changed.
Detected. Julius.
Hi. I can't believe you do that for us. Thank you. I can't believe you do that for us.
Hey there.
Thank you. You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget it.
Commonwealth boys gonna give up that easy?
Is someone present?
Huh? What's that? Smashing! Who's there? Smashing!
Nothing else.
Valuable Institute property. Following Institute protocol. Eliminating hostile. Actuator damaged.
Little babies. Nothing to report, ma'am. Scanning. Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Scanning. Subject identified. Operating at full capacity.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known.
Right?
The only hope for...
It wasn't always like this. It used to be different.
I can only imagine. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
They left me on ice.
They did. And for good. I was the perfect candidate. Well, the Institute realized a contingent... It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 1, to not only do so, but manage... Extraordinary.
So it was you?
Yes. It was mine. Certainly, it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. An experiment of sorts. With the Commonwealth, perhaps most curious.
Well, here I am.
I believe so. Soon, I hope you'll understand. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain?
We were totally...
You can imagine that I find that very hard to... Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable... And to see the Brotherhood of Steel, I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Speaking of which... It's time for you to become more involved in the future. I'd like you to join me. I'll be waiting.
Right.
I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Huh?
Let's trade.
Okay.
Sure.
I don't think we're alone. There. Your Geiger counter doing cartwheels too?
Oh. What's that? Just stand still!
Why you walk away? Go ahead.
Get him.
So long, pal. What's that?
Face me, you come!
Not that it's an option.
Locked tight.
Wanted a fight! Bloody for days! You whine like... Ah! What's that?